And my son's pulling the trash and there's no way.
If you're trying to decide between a Labrador and a Golden Retriever, you're not alone. These are probably two of the most commonly compared dog breeds. On paper, they sound very similar. Friendly, trainable, good with families, and they love people. But once you actually live with them, they can feel surprisingly different. And those differences are usually less about appearance and more about what daily life with them actually looks like. So in this video, we're going to focus on the things that really matter when choosing between one or the other.
Son's pulling the trash and there's no way back.
Let's start with a quick overview. So Labradors and Golden Retrievers are both medium to large dogs and both usually live around 10 to 12 years. At their core, the Labrador often feels more energetic, more food-driven, more physically enthusiastic, while Golden Retrievers often feel more people-focused, more emotionally aware, more consistently close. Those aren't hard rules, but they are patterns many owners notice over time. What does living with each of them actually feel like? Well, a Labrador often feels like they're ready to join you whatever you're doing. So going outside, well, they're ready. Going for a drive, they're ready. Opening the pantry, they're definitely ready. They can bring a lot of enthusiasm into the day. A Golden Retriever, on the other hand, is usually very people-focused too, but often in a slightly different way. They often want to stay nearby, settle beside you, and remain involved in whatever's happening. So, over time, Labradors often bring more activity into your day. Goldens often bring more closeness. How do they compare around families and children? While both breeds are usually considered excellent family dogs, but there can be small differences. Labradors often play more physically, especially when young. They can be quite bouncy and enthusiastic. A young Labrador greeting a child may involve their whole body, including all 4 feet. Golden Retrievers, otherwise, often come across as a little gentler in how they interact. That doesn't mean calmer all the time, but their approach can be sometimes feel slightly softer and less physical. So how do these two breeds compare socially? Both generally do very well with other dogs. Both can usually live successfully with cats when introduced properly. And both often cope well with environments like doggy daycare. Labradors sometimes arrive as if they've been invited to a party. Goldens are often looking for friends too, just perhaps with a slightly less chaotic way. How much exercise do they actually need? Both usually need around an hour or more of activity daily. But the difference isn't necessarily the amount, it's the intensity. Labradors often have bursts of energy, especially during adolescence. If under-exercised, they may invent activities themselves. And you may not enjoy those activities. Goldens still need exercise, but their energy can sometimes feel a little steadier and more predictable. Is there a difference during puppyhood? This is where many owners notice differences. Young Labradors often go through a very energetic and mouthy stage. They can stay quite puppy-like for a long time. Golden puppies can also be energetic, but many owners describe them as a little more sensitive to tone and interaction. When it comes to training, Labradors often work extremely well for food rewards. Goldens also highly trainable, but often respond better to encouragement and owner interaction.
Brown attractions. There's no way to steal.
When it comes to grooming and maintenance, will one cost more to own? Well, food costs are usually fairly similar. But Labradors are often highly food motivated, so managing portions and treats matters. Golden Retrievers usually need more coat maintenance. Their longer coats often need more regular brushing to avoid tangles and loose hair around the house. Neither breed is particularly low maintenance, they just simply create different types of work.
There's no way to steal.
So what about health considerations? Both breeds can experience joint issues such as hip and elbow problems. Labradors can have a higher tendency towards weight gain, which can place extra pressure on joints. Golden Retrievers can be more prone to skin and coat issues. And they also have important breed health considerations that potential owners should research further. No breed is perfect, but understanding likely issues helps you prepare. So, which one might suit you better? A Labrador may suit you if you enjoy activity, you like enthusiasm, you don't mind a little bit more physical energy. A Golden Retriever may suit you if you enjoy companionship, you like or are looking for closeness, or you want a dog that often stays nearby.
Attractions. There's no way to steal.
So in my final thoughts, Labradors and Golden Retrievers are both wonderful dogs, but living with them can feel surprisingly different. One often brings more movement into your life, the other brings more closeness. Those small differences can be big differences after years of living together, because the dog you choose will shape your life. I hope you found this helpful. If you live with a Labrador or a Golden Retriever, I'd love to hear what you enjoy most about them in the comments. Please let us know. And if you're still deciding, you'll find links on the screen now to each breed, where you can learn more about each one. See you next time on Pet Personalities.